Namaste yogis, this is Shelby with your 21-day Happy Body, Happy Mind Wellness Challenge. Week 2, the theme is detox. Our video today is on the Uijayi Breath, the fiery, audible, warming breath that we use to link movement and breath in our regular vinyasa practices. I just got out of practice, and you might be able to hear Eva and her class next door. So I'm going to try to be quiet, and if you get a little glimpse of her class, make sure you show up on the mat and see her soon. So Uijayi Breath, I feel like it gets kind of put to the wayside a lot on the technique and the technique of how to do Uijayi Breath. Why we do it is because it connects the conscious mind and the unconscious mind and brings them into union. Yoga, the word yoga means union, yoking, to join together. So when I say unconscious and conscious mind, what I mean by that is our body is a miracle, right? It does everything pretty much on its own. Like, you don't have to sit there and regulate your heartbeat. You don't have to regulate your natural breathing while you sleep. You are a miracle, a machine, and well-oiled at that. So when we take our conscious intention of exercising and retaining the breath and link it with the unconscious physiological actions of our body, we are creating a union between conscious and unconscious mind. Breathing is crucial because it's your life sustainer. It keeps you going, right? This is obvious, duh. But what it does is it cleanses your blood and it removes carbon dioxide. Breath also moves digestion, blood, flushes endocrine system to regulate hormones, which helps stabilize your happy, sad regulation in your brain chemicals. And then it brings us focus. It warms the body. It creates a temperature gauge for us. And there's a plethora of other things, the benefits of breath. I don't have to go through that for you. But what we're working on today is how to link breath with movement through the power of Uijayi breathing. So when breath moves in through your nose, it goes through the nasal sinus, down through the trachea, the pharynx, the lungs. The lungs work in conjunction with the diaphragm. They contract and expand back and forth. Your ribs move with them. They're very flexible so that your lungs can fill with breath and contract. The inhale takes us into a very expansive place, buoyant and floating. It gives us a way to travel. And the exhale, the contraction, grounds us and roots us back down to our body. There's a muscle in your throat, and it's called the glottis. And it's a flat muscle, and it opens like a valve. And in Uijayi Breath, we consciously go in and contract the glottis muscle. When we contract the glottis muscle, it creates a turbulence it creates a place where the airflow comes through and turbulence is created, and it makes the body warm with the contraction, and it makes a vibration that becomes audible. The audibleness of it gives our hearing body something to listen to. Our gaze becomes soft so that it can stay focused, and then our unconscious and subconscious bodies become joined together. So Uijayi Breath sounds like this. I'm going to get close to the camera. It's in through the nose and out through the nose, vibrational and audible. It goes in and out. And there's a pause at the top and the bottom. We call that the kumbhaka. That's the retention. So pranayama, breath practice, is actually an exercise and a retention of breath. So on the inhale, you have an exercise. Then you pause for the kumbhaka. That's where the prana organizes. And then you exhale, cleansing out. That's another exercise. And then you retain at the bottom of the exhale, and your body stabilizes. So again, it goes like this. And oftentimes, if you don't do it like that, your breath sounds more shallow, like you're just talking to somebody, sounding like this. And that's forced from the throat, and it doesn't get deep down, and it doesn't join everything together. It keeps you pretty distracted. And in fact, it stresses your nervous system out, so you kind of feel like you're in fight or flight mode. We want to regulate the nervous system to give us a sense of peace so that we can create that container that is safe and steady for us to live in, breathe in, and be in with each other. What was I going to say next? So also when we link the breath, when we link movement with breath, it allows us to, in every pose, contract, relax, and stretch all the appropriate muscles at the same time, giving them the exact amount of oxygen, nutrients, vitamins, and water delivery that they need. So it's really, really crucial for staying hydrated and really getting the full practice. I like to think of the Uijayi breath as fogging up a mirror. If you can't get that audible sound, take your hand in front of you, or take this camera to a mirror and put the mirror in front of you. And you're going to breathe in regular through the nose, open your mouth wide, and fog up the mirror or your hand. So you get that deep ha sound, and you should feel damp, warm air on your hand, or you should see the mirror fog and get cloudy. So let's do that together. Either go to a mirror or hold your hand up in front of you right now, or you can practice it several times. And if you think you know Uijayi breath, do this anyway, please. So that we're all in it together, yoga. Okay, here we go. Breathe in. Open your mouth and fog it up. 2 more. Breathe in. Fog. 1 more. Breathe in. Fog. Good job. Now you're going to do that in through the nose and out through the nose, but you're going to keep fogging up the mirror or your hand. So even with your mouth closed loosely, jaw is soft, lips are kissing together. Even with your mouth closed, you're sending a damp, warm air through the passage of your nose. Ready? Breathe in. Through your nose, Uijayi. Breathe in. Through your nose, Uijayi. 2 more. Let me hear you. Breathe in. Uijayi. Yeah, 1 more. Good job. Keep practicing that. And then when you see me in class or any other teachers on the mat, and if you have a question about Uijayi, just stop and ask them. So grateful for you. Really proud of everybody working through this challenge. Clear out any of the rocks that are blocking you from offering peace to yourself first, so that you can hold space of peace with the people around you. And whatever you whatever comes up for you in meditation or in practice, in the physical practice, you are totally capable of holding space for that. And the longer you can sit with whatever is bubbling up inside of you, the easier it'll pass, which means you're healing a wound. Even if it shows up as control or irritation at first, there's something under that. There's something under that that's blocking you from having peace and a full river and flowing current of positive energy moving through you. And I'm not saying you have to be positive all the time. If you know me well, you know I'm moody. But I practice my yoga, and these are all tools so that you can know why you have the moods, so that you can know why you have the thoughts and the fluctuations, the lack of connection to yourself. And we're all in it together. Union. Breath linked with movement is a relationship. You are in relationship with your breath. We are in relationship with each other. Have a wonderful day. I look forward to seeing you. Spiritual high five. And namaste.